Why are you such a bitch? Why are you such a bully? Why do you make videos screaming at people?
And what happens is...
When a fire starts to burn, right, and it starts to spread, she gonna bring that attitude home. You don't wanna do nothing with their life. When a fire starts to burn, right, and it starts to spread.
I've gone to Twitter and I'm just going through what people have asked me to ask Freelee. Not a single one is like, oh, like, this is really sweet and lighthearted.
Are they very bullying, are they?
I think people are trying to give back, though, what you're giving them or what they feel like they're getting from you. So
that makes them a hypocrite.
No, I think, like, if I, you know, for example, I don't really get that many dislikes and I don't really get that many hate comments because I'm not controversial.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty, like, easy.
I'm glad you recognize that.
You're starting a movement, but people don't like the way that you're going about this movement.
And they don't need to like me. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you don't need to like me, you just need to hear me.
Approach is something that Freelee and I are very different. I have a very easygoing approach. You have a very, like, harsh approach.
I'm a very easygoing person in person.
Yeah, you're
definitely.
so different in person than you are on camera.
Well, we all are, you know, to some degree. I think when you've been on YouTube for like 9 years, like I have, spreading the vegan message, I adapt to what works.
Do you think that your approach is the best approach? Do you genuinely think that the videos you make is the best way from here on out to take things?
Well, they've definitely, on my graph on social blade, like I said before, you can see the spike. In doing these videos, I've reached so many more people, and that's the goal at the end of the day, is for me to reach as many people as possible. So it's working, so I'm like, why would I change it? Of course, there's always going to be people taking offense. There's always going to be that. I expect that. If there's not, then I'm not doing my job properly. You know, I'm not speaking out enough or passionately enough. You know, you look at the great leaders of the past, like Martin Luther King, Gandhi, you know, they always had violent opposition. They had ridicule, violent opposition, and, you know, they were peace promoters. They were peaceful people, but they were speaking up passionately, they were out there, they were, you know, they were activists. They were in people's face. They're like, hey, like, this is an important cause, listen up. And they got a lot of hate for that reason. They actually got murdered at the end of the day. You know, people say, oh, you should be more peaceful, and, you know, peaceful people are what changes the world. That is not true. You know, passionate people who have the truth and who have the guts to speak up, they're the ones who change the world.
I think there's a way that you can speak up with passion without creating this sort of bubble of negativity associated with you as well. For some of the videos that you create for people, you're putting them in a position where, like, hey, I was just on YouTube making videos, didn't even know you guys were here, and suddenly I'm being approached to change my lifestyle.
With the truth.
So you're kind of like putting people in a corner saying, hey, you're big, you're doing something wrong that I don't like, I'm gonna talk about it.
I think that is the most effective way to do it. Because these people don't realize. They don't realize what they're supporting. And if I was to make a video, hey, like, Zoella, look at this banana smoothie that I made you. You know, this is gonna, you know, you're gonna love this. This will help you go vegan. She's gonna ignore that. She is not even gonna click on it. She's not gonna notice it.
You should try.
I've already done things like that. It does not work. It really doesn't. Because you need to, you know, get in people's faces and just make them aware of what they're supporting. We are living in this world where they've got so many messages coming in all the time. We're deletion creatures. You know, we've got all this advertising and blah, blah, blah. So much noise. So you've got to get above that noise and go, hey, look over here. You know, this works. These are the results I'm getting. This is what you're supporting with your dollar. All this cruelty, all this destruction to the planet. You know, it might sound harsh, but it's the truth. But I know what you're saying, and in person it is definitely different, you know.
Let's say you were at the same restaurant as some celebrity, we'll say, and you notice that they're eating a steak, and then you just say, hi, like, do you know what you're eating? Or
not a bad idea. Haven't been in that position.
Oh my god. You're at dinner with friends who are eating meat.
Yeah.
Have you been in that situation in the past?
Of course, of course.
Do you say anything to them?
I mean, if they're gonna be like, hey, this used to be a chicken, haha, like, Freelee, like, isn't this funny? Like, if they make fun of what they're eating and of the animals, then yeah, I'm going to say something.
But if they're not?
No, I'm not going to say anything because it's not productive. On your channel, obviously, when there's people watching you and they have a choice to come to your channel and click on your videos, yeah, that is an effective way to do it.
I think that's important for viewers to keep in mind. This is her YouTube persona, you know, you're not like this 100% of the time, even though your thoughts are, there's different ways to implement
it's different. You know what it's like. You know, like when it's just you and the camera, when you've got thousands or millions of individuals watching you, You just put it out in a certain way, the way in which it gets the most attention for the cause, for the animals, and for the planet. People have to harden up and realize that, okay, you might feel a little bit bad, but look into why you're feeling bad. Look inside and go, hey, why is she bringing up these emotions within me? Maybe I should look into what I'm eating. Maybe I should look into what I'm supporting. This doesn't feel good to me.
She has said that it's not a popularity contest, but how does she feel upsetting people over her videos instead of educating them?
They choose to feel upset. They can choose to feel empowered. They can choose to look into what I'm saying, like a lot of YouTubers have, a lot of like thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who have converted to veganism. They have chosen to look deeper into the message that I'm putting out there. So remember, it is a choice in the moment. You have the power to choose the way you feel. So you've got to take responsibility for that. I'm just the messenger.
I'm happy that we got to have this conversation, because I didn't want to sit here and just call Freelee out. I wanted to start a discussion. I wanted her to give the methods to her madness and give her a platform to talk on a channel that's not your own.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any comments, which I'm sure you will, we also made a video on Freelee's channel, so go click that. That will also be in the description box.
And I just want to say thanks to Lexie for actually, providing that platform for me. I think it was a really good idea. The takeaway would be, don't choose to take things personally. Choose to look beyond the physical image that I am to the message that I'm teaching, that I'm putting out there. Look at the message, research what I'm saying. Don't get stuck in the whole like, oh, I hate Freelee, this is all about Freelee. It's not about me. It's about your choices. It's about what you're supporting when you sit down to a meal. It's about the animals' lives that you're taking when you are eating, chicken and pigs and cows, fish. It's about their lives. This isn't about me. This isn't about your feelings. This is about a huge, big issue that we have going on at the moment.
We have a guest coming down to speak. Oh my god, this is dangerous.
So I guess, I don't know, I'm like the monkey on your backs now. But I wanted to bring up one other point. Freelee's working against $1 billion meat and dairy industry. If you look at all the ads that pop up on YouTube, they're paying money to promote ill health. I don't have $1 billion to help you out here.
I don't have $1 billion.
I 100% agree with that. There are all these small companies just trying to work their way up the corporate ladder, but they do not have the corporate dollar.
It's a very good point. And that's why we do have to do whatever it takes. We're in that situation where we don't have that $1 billion, so we just have to be like, right, here it is, hurry up, we don't have time, and this is the facts. And we have to just, as individuals, harden up. Seriously, harden up and go, hey, this is an important message. I'm going to look into this, I'm going to research this, and I think I might take this on board. It's a very, very important message.
If you guys are interested in learning more about this, definitely go to her channel. Click subscribe for sure. I will see you guys next time with a new video. Bye.
Bye.
I think I have a lot of good footage to work with. Yo, what is up? You probably thought the video was over, and you're definitely not wrong. However, if you like vegan style videos, I've got 2 more examples right here. I have a what I eat in a day, a cruelty-free beauty haul, plenty more on my channel. Just wanted to let you know that they're there, and go check them out.